Are you one of those guys that thinks your problem with women is you don't know how to flirt or you have trouble moving things forward? Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, former marriage and family therapist and Playboy radio show host turned dating coach for men. And today I'm going to explain to you the real, kind of hidden reason why you're still struggling to create sexual tension with women. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear where you're getting blocked when it comes to moving things along with the women you want, or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. And as always, stick to the very end because I'm going to tell you exactly how to correct this issue once and for all so you never have to worry about the peen and the vagine tension ever again. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I feel like a lot of people, especially men, think that you've either got it or you don't when it comes to like being a suave motherfucker with us women. I don't know, are you one of those guys? But the reality is, you've been hearing me say this all the live long day, this is a skill you can learn like anything else. And if you're struggling to move things forward or struggling with creating or sitting in sexual tension, it's just because you don't have enough knowledge and experience around it, or you're confusing it with an awkward silence. So let me explain. How many times have you heard me tell you, if you and I have a good enough conversation and you're making me laugh, I'm gonna want you to want to put your penis in my vagina. Simple as that. And I'm telling you, every woman is gonna feel this way about you. Because at a very primitive biological level, we women want to mate with a man that makes us feel connected and secure and safe and like you give a shit about us and you make us laugh, meaning and we feel good about you. This is the mark of a good mate. Again, back in my T-Rex stomping days, our bodies thought that sex was only for procreation, right? And because, again, how many times I motherfucking tell you this, because it takes a species millions of years to evolve, and we human beings have not even been here for a million years yet, because we haven't evolved past this internal need to procreate and propagate the species, we still unconsciously on a very primitive level choose our mates based on the feelings we get. And the feelings we get are staying power, right? So for instance, are you a man who, when we have sex / when you put a baby in me, are you a man who's gonna stick around? Again, do you care enough about me? Do I feel connected enough with you? Do I feel like you give a shit about me? And do I feel good about you? So again, this is how we assess who we want to mate with, and it's not even on a conscious level, it's not even on a rational thinking level, it's a feeling we get, right? So you just heard me say, if I feel connected to you, if I feel good about you because I laughed, my body is now naturally going to want things to move forward, okay? That's a simple fact of life with heterosexual women, or anybody attracted to you. And what is sexual tension? I'll tell you right now, sexual tension is the feeling that you and I both get when we are crossing into uncharted waters. Let me explain. So, it's probably not common for you to feel sexual about several people throughout the day. Am I right? It might be a very unique situation where you feel sexual towards a person, or it might be a very rare occurrence where you feel sexual towards a person. Am I right? I know for me, it is extremely rare that I will feel sexual within my given day. Maybe for you, maybe not. However, when you and I are getting there are a bundle of nerves that play into this whole situation because it's not common, at the very least. So it's very uncommon, and it's also like, oh my God, are we doing this? Are we not doing this? Because sex for either of us is very vulnerable. Again, going back to primitively and biologically speaking, when you and I are naked and copulating, we are both very vulnerable. So we should be scared. Not necessarily of each other, but we both should be scared. That's why, I don't know if you know this, or I don't know if you have a dog, when a dog is taking a shit, if you have a dog, you might notice that your dog makes eye contact with you. The reason that happens is because dogs are very vulnerable in that state when they're taking a shit. So what they're doing is they're looking to you for safety. So sex, let's be honest, is going to leave you and I in a very vulnerable situation where in the heat of the moment, we're not necessarily looking at any impending T-Rexes. is, right? We're also, if we're lucky, and we're both into it, butt fucking naked. So, sexual tension is the natural feeling that arises from going into vulnerable territory. Primitively vulnerable territory. Even though, now we're probably both safe if we do this, right? And the reason you are probably having difficulty with sexual tension is because you probably just don't have enough experience with it to know that that's what it is. I have so many clients that yap their way out of feeling the sexual tension because they think it's an awkward silence. Because they don't have enough experience with this moment that their body has trained them to understand that no, it's not, bro, it is not awkward silence. It is a sexy time tension. Does that make sense? And again, going back to the last two videos I was doing for you, how you feel in this moment is going to dictate how we feel about you. So if everything is going good and fine and now you feel hesitation and you feel nervous and you feel uncomfortable moving it forward, we're now gonna feel all those things with you too. And if you get a sense that we are now backing off a little bit, that's gonna make you feel unsure of yourself. And therein lies the cycle of self-reflection, or another way I like to term it is the cycle of self-sabotage, where you don't realize that you are unconsciously perpetuating women not wanting you because you are not leading that dynamic properly. How many times you gotta hear me tell you, we women, we will follow your lead, and how you feel about yourself in this moment is gonna dictate how we're gonna feel about you. So if in this moment where the time comes for us to come and you're like backpedaling a little bit or you're unsure, we're gonna follow your lead and also backpedal and be unsure. And then when you see us or feel us backpedaling and feeling unsure, even though you did it first, then you are going to struggle with sexual tension. And the next time you come across that moment, you're gonna remember that, oh fuck, this is the moment where everything fucks up, and you're gonna keep yourself in that cycle of self-sabotage. Does that make sense? So what do we do about it? Well, I've been saying this for the past couple days now. You just need to be able to get enough reps in, to get enough experience under your belt to see that it's okay to move things forward. You need to see the moments where we women are right there with you. You need to be in a place where it's not too vulnerable and dangerous for you to say something as simple as, oh my God, are we having our first fight? Because flirting can be that easy, okay? And that's exactly what I'm gonna teach you how to do this Friday in my new program, where I'm gonna allow you to get reps in, practice talking to girls. I'm gonna give you the full training manual that all my private clients get, and then you're gonna be able to practice this shit with my girls without having to risk women you really want, without having to embarrass yourself in front of your friends or complete strangers. It's you honing in on this skill of connecting, creating chemistry, moving things forward in your interactions, where you will start to feel more comfortable to no longer have that unknown tension territory blocking you from doing the things you know how to do and you can conceptualize in your head but can't seem to execute in those moments. Does that make sense? So again, I open the doors on Friday after we're done stuffing ourselves tomorrow, if you are an American. And yeah, be on the lookout. I'd be honored to have you if you've been watching all these videos thus far and you know that this is right up your alley. You just haven't been able to get this shit down and you want to be able to have the at-bats and the swinging practice, so to speak. This is going to take care of it for you. So stay tuned for Friday. When I open the doors, I'm going to explain the entire process for you, my entire program for you. And yeah, in the meantime, be mindful of the fact that we want you to want us, okay? And I want to help you get the women you want, and let's make it happen on Friday. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.